attention. You're part of it now.
Take our attention.
I know these are technically very savory things. Oh shit! Are we doing our audio check?
We are back. Please do the audio check before we start anything else. It looks like everyone is on camera.
Check it.
Doc is a little bit over the shoulder of Oshi right
I
now.
reared up slightly more.
Yeah, everyone is
Everybody
in
is
frame.
in frame.
There I was.
Everyone who wants to be
Ooh.
in frame is in frame. Perfect. Okay.
All right.
Audio check. The audio check. The audio check. The what?
Did you check?
I'm trying
Is it
to. What's live? There we are.
What is live?
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
good enough. Yeah, now turn it off before your feedback loop happens.
Oh boy! Putting YouTube immediately.
Welcome back, everyone. Sugar Spice Everything Dice Game of Cones. This is our 6th episode together. A sad 6th episode, as this is the last one we will have our friend Ty here for.
No.
Typically, we do Wednesdays. We're doing a Sunday.
For now.
Not
I
just
might come back in the future for a little.
That was so much fun. Oh my
Cameo.
goodness.
For the record, this is not just because Tox is in grave danger at this very moment.
But what are
It just happened to line up this way.
Sort of a perfect.
Yeah, please don't
little-
kill me so I can come back.
Boy, you don't
I
die.
will make.
I'll do my
mention-
best.
I will
As the
make no
one
decisions.
currently in active concern for people's lives, I will do my best to make sure everyone survives. Oh, I had one job.
My time. That being said, let's do a very quick episode summary. So last week, it started with the members of Sugar Crash outside of the Hershey Village, which is a village of non-speaking chocolate people who have had aggressive action towards them, but they've somehow made like a tenuous friendship with them, sort of a neutrality. They snuck in using various means. Kavanaugh was able to use an unseen servant to sort of create a distraction for the lumbering chocolate golem at the entrance. We very quickly split off into multiple groups. The sneaky group went through a small tunnel that a possum taught them about. See,
Through the mountains.
from the possum. And the possum did bap Kit Kat on the nose.
It was done.
His nose is hurting a lot right now.
At the
got a little
end of
scratch
that
on
tunnel,
I
they did
diagnosed you with
find...
severe vapidness.
Oh no. At the end of the tunnel, they did find that they were inside of an auditorium of sorts, where they found Sir Sheridan sick and tied up, a large object on a table, several guards. They were able to do all sorts of things together, back and forth. Where we leave it, part of the group has encountered a door that said, "The King of Fruit." Inside, they find a durian man. Allegedly, the King of Fruit. There is no such thing. Tangerine has charmed this individual as everyone else loots the space around him. Outside, Tox and the banana splits
Fighting for their
are
lives.
fighting for their lives against the chocolate golem that found them. There is no short way to say that. That being said, welcome back. We have an incredibly long list, I'd imagine, of questions for this durian king. Take it away, folks.
And Your Majesty, how did you come to be here? The King of Fruits. Tell me about yourself.
I would love to tell you about myself, but I'm more interested in learning about you.
What is that?
Yes, you said your name was Tangy.
Tangerine?
Tangerine. Yeah.
Oui, yes, I am also from Fructera.
Yeah. I like the way you sing things. It's very nice.
So he is also a spiky himbo.
He is a spiky
He's
himbo.
Spiky Himbo. Yeah, Spiky Himbo or
Excellent.
durian.
Wonderful.
Unarmed now.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your donation of this sort.
Perhaps you and your cohorts would like to escort me for a little walk around the village.
Hey, Google, set a timer for 40 minutes.
Oh,
40 minutes. Starting now.
why? What? Okay, I'm not gonna answer the question.
She reaches for his hand.
He confusedly takes your hand. You both put your hand downward because usually it is the masculine that is taking the gentle hand in the hand. You flip your hand. They grab your hand.
This is cute.
Right.
Are these
Come,
your?
come, do
Yeah,
it.
no.
Show
We're
me your
walking.
Yes.
They walk with the chocolate guard follow him. The three little kishes. Are these your significant others? Who are these people that are following us?
These are my escorts. As I said, I have come here to find you.
Wait.
So tell
That's
me,
very cool.
tell me about this village here. Did you build this?
Oh, absolutely not.
No.
No, I did not build this village. It was already here.
I see. How long have you lived here?
There's a cat in the background. It is very distracting.
Soft rustling.
Soft rustling through plastic bags.
Probably about a month. Yeah,
1 month, that is
one
all.
whole month.
And you are ruler of this whole place in only 1 month?
Yeah. This is pretty cool, isn't
It's
it?
very impressive. What's your favorite area of this town? Show me.
My house.
You want me to show you back to my house?
That's what I am.
What a flirt.
Later, perhaps.
Don't do it, Tangy. His dick is probably spiky. Sorry. I'll shut up.
She's into what she's into.
I have a rhyme with
Nope.
I could
Precious
imagine this.
Ask him about why, like, how he managed to, like, befriend the chocolate people.
How is it that the people here, they do not speak? How do you communicate with them?
Oh, they speak.
Never.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
They don't use words. They sort of just, we have a sort of a bond, me and the people here. It's how I know that they accept me as their leader.
Interesting. Can you show me?
Okay. He stares at one of the chocolate. He stops walking, stares at one of the chocolate chips.
And then he's like, all right. Anything else? Any other questions?
Does the chocolate chip do anything?
The chocolate chip gives Pungent Gold, the durian king of fruit, a thumbs up.
Fascinating. So you speaks to him with your mind?
Yeah, we have sort of a bond together.
I see.
Yeah.
And they have accepted you as their ruler?
I'm sorry. I'm a little distracted, honestly, by everyone. All of the chocolate people are running right now. And I feel like this is a really bad time for a first date, but I love it. I'm really enjoying it. I'm just a little concerned about us having our priorities
If
straight.
you must go attend to your business, you must go. That is fine. I will,
Are you going to stick around?
would you like me to?
Yeah. Yeah, I would, actually, yeah.
Well, you see, I always have business to attend to myself, but perhaps you offer me a map or something. I find my way back here.
He looks at the chocolate chip. The chocolate chip just shrugs.
He's like, how did you find this place?
Oh, my lady, do not worry. I have been cartographing our travels the entire time.
Oh, fantastic.
That being said, Jacoby, you are with the gummy bear, the red gummy bear with one ear, Sir Sheridan.
Jacoby is just trying to, like, hustle Sir Sheridan to the nearest border of the village as fast as possible.
It is
Assuming
clear.
it is in the direction of Tox and the giant golem.
It is, yeah.
I don't
it
think
is
it'll be that
all in the same
hard.
direction.
Yeah, they're just gonna I think if they notice the golem like looking at something, they'll probably like take a like cursory glance, see like the scene servant doing anything, or assume that's what they'll see, and just like keep carrying on.
Yes.
Do they see Tox in the tree?
Make a perception check.
Oh God, no! Please let this be at least decent. Okay, 15.
15. There's a lot more going on here than was when you left it about 10 to 15.
Oh boy.
20 minutes ago now with the spell.
Well,
as it's going.
that's very good.
Yes. It appears that
Yeah.
there is a
Wait,
crowd
are
of
you-
chocolate people here.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
There is a mounted knight on a horse with a cucumber for a head,
What?
and they themselves have a pumpkin for a head.
Oh.
There are also 2 huge pumpkin people, Gordians.
Do they seem to be? Do the chocolate kiss people seem to be reacting to those to the Guardians?
In a way that is amicable.
Okay.
The golem, for sure, has stopped shaking the tree.
It has.
It has for stopped shaking the tree.
All right. Interesting. That's good to hear. Tox is for sure in the tree, though.
I will take the liberties of saying that Tox is possibly not in the tree.
What?
Go
God,
ahead
no.
and roll a d20, please.
Oh no.
Oh, jeez.
That was a lot of shaking.
D20. Roll well.
How's your strength score?
Wow. Okay. Let's see. I can work with that, actually.
Wow.
That's not bad for Tox scores.
Ridiculous.
16.
16?
Yeah.
Highest
Wow.
campaign. I love that.
Nice.
That is
Yeah,
really
good for
good.
you. Good for you.
Going out strong.
You're hanging in there. You're literally.
Woo!
You are in the tree still, like very much like when a cat gets caught in a tree, pinned to the tree. Yeah, Tox is in the tree. They look wounded, but they don't look dead.
All right. Would you say like bloodied or just basic amounts of damage?
I would say bloodied.
We don't know how much damage.
Your
don't.
max is
Alrighty.
what?
We're fixing
Where's
this.
the paper?
My next is
16.
yes.
I'm so squishy.
I'm gonna go past level 1.
Oh,
A short fall kills you.
11 points of damage. You are down to 5. Yeah, absolutely.
Alright. Okay.
Oh, let's put that down on there for just a bit.
I assume that we are leading toward Gollum and such.
Yeah,
With
I was
the
gonna
king.
have him walk us to the edge of the village, which you guys are right outside the gate, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool. We
So
just
yeah,
start
we're heading in that direction, just slower because I don't want.
at a date pace.
Yes.
All right. So as soon as Jacoby sees Tox in the tree, I think they're going to. Does anybody seem to be so far reacting to Sir Sheridan and Jacoby out and about as they're just in this crowd of people?
Make a stealth check.
Hey, that's
That was a good self check, yeah.
19.
That's fantastic. There is quite the event of a distraction occurring currently that you are not the distraction.
Going to find like a large boulder or tree and just shove Sir Sheridan behind. It's like,
Behind it.
wait here, be quiet. Try not to move, and just gonna like dash over to Tox in the trees. The golem like still trying to shake it down.
No.
No, the golem is sitting
Oh no, poor Split.
on the ground.
On top of Split?
Not on top of Split. Not splits. It is sitting on the ground, very much like you are right now, Ty, with its arms crossed over its knees as it sits under the tree. Most of the way up the tree as well, but under the tree.
All
Seeing-
splits or no?
We don't see splits.
I think like seeing the Gordians, the chocolate golem, and everything else. Since Jacoby actually knows how to communicate with these people, they're going to, I guess, the Guardians, would they be fructerado or vegetarian in nature?
They would they're vegetarian.
All right. We're gonna take a stab in the dark and go with High-Bulbian, since they seem to be real up in that sector of the church usually most of the time.
Who do you address? There are 3 Gordians.
The big one on the horse.
That would be the small one on the horse.
Small
the big
one on the horse.
Yeah, here we go. The big ones.
Oh boy.
Here's a chocolate golem. The other big one. And
Wow, we're just fucking candlelight. Candlelight stroll.
the smaller one
Pull up
on the
Waylaid.
horse.
Oh my god, we are totally playing up the like very romantic escorts of like lady of course, yes.
Flowers for the gentleman to give the lady.
Please continue.
I'd like to ask him, what is going on here? Are my friends in danger?
In High-Bulbian, correct?
Yes.
Wait, you were talking to which? I missed
The
that.
one on the
The
horse.
one on the horse.
He is distinct, therefore he is probably in charge.
Very distinguished.
It
We're all
worked
in
with
charge.
the Banan-knight. Just gonna see what
Who's
If
happens.
you're on a horse, usually
He's on a horse.
are
He's the only
something.
one on a horse.
Right.
Exactly.
It is a
Horse
cucumber horse.
cumber?
Horse
Is
cumber?
is it horseradish?
How very cumbersome.
How good.
Is it a radish and then it's called
Oh, no.
horseradish?
God fucking damn it, I
Oh
love
my
that.
god, it should have been a horseradish
Oh.
instead of a cucumber.
That
Listen, we'll
is-
see horse later.
Which one looks like a cucumber? The horse?
the horse, yes.
Look at that.
Oh
look
my
at that
God.
face.
Well,
But
there you
yes.
go. It has a cucumber
It's
for a head.
beautiful. It's terrifying.
That's
I love it.
terrifying.
It's adorable.
Uh-huh.
You say it in High-Bulbian.
Yes. Doesn't seem to comprehend that language.
You hear muffled speech coming from the pumpkin. From the pumpkin on the horse. We're just gonna refer to them
Yes.
as that for the moment.
Uh-huh.
They take their helmet off,
Yeah.
which is a pumpkin,
I love it. Excellent. Good.
And their head is
and they're humanoid. Well, they're orange in color, but they're
reasonable.
humanoid. So that would say that this person is highborn in some way.
Interesting.
They let's see if they're smart enough to figure this out. Sounds fair.
Oh, no.
They speak to you in Candian. They're like, I am sorry, I do not know what you said.
Oh, goodness. All right, it just switches to Candian. There's my people, are they in danger? The one in the tree. What is happening here?
Oh, they were in great danger. But things are better now.
Do you control the golem?
I feel like there's a lot to explain here. They get off of the horse, putting their bow away, and they come up to greet you with a handshake.
Jacoby's going to hesitate for a moment and just sort of like, all right, let's not stick, and just gives them a handshake.
It's always goofy.
It is.
Just a
It's
little bit
always
goofy, like warm.
They give you a warm handshake that like a soldier would give another soldier.
Their arm probably is like thrown, like they're shaken in the handshake.
I am the son of the Marquis of Pumpkin Patch. I'm part of the Imperial Army. My name is Percival.
Percival. All right. Well, it seems you have befriended the locals far easier than we have managed to thus far.
Yeah. Yes, that sounds about right. I don't know your name still.
Jacoby. Jacoby
Still want
Honeyglow.
that.
Jacoby
Okay.
Honeyglow. At your service, we are here on order of Queen Saccharina of Candia. Here exploring these new lands.
Well, fantastic. It's so good to actually meet Candians up here that can speak.
Yes, we were quite confused by that as well. How did you manage to befriend these people, if I may ask?
This is a longer story than perhaps we have time for
Right.
tonight.
Okay.
Would you prefer to reconvene at another date? It seems like perhaps the best magics that I could do to help were temporary.
All right.
You seem confused. There's
Yes.
a lot going on right now, and I just want to be sure that everything that's going on right now is of the level of appropriate that it needs to be.
He mentioned the person who's died.
Well, Sir Sheridan has been.
Which person?
We need to-
There's three.
Do they see splits on the ground? Underneath
Splits
the-
is not on the ground.
Where is Splits?
Is that what you say out loud?
No.
Where are my friends?
Is there any way to perceive Splits?
Please try.
Oh god. Oh no, I don't like that. 12 plus 17?
17. Splits.
Looking around for any other of my party members currently in danger by the giant golem.
Splits is draped over the shoulder of the giant acorn pumpkin person.
Like one of these fellas?
This one.
Oh.
Do I have
Splits! No, I think they would yell in terror, Splits! Oh god, is he okay? Just like rush over to, oh Bulb, is he alright? And cast it. He's clearly like bloodied and unconscious. Gonna cast Cure Wounds on that little guy as soon as he can.
Yeah, he's unconscious for sure.
Or dead. Oh my god.
Dead. A form of unconscious.
Pass.
Permanent.
Pass. Double pass.
Oh god! Yeah, no.
Yeah, Splits is unconscious lying.
Cure Wounds! Panicked amount of healing. Let's see. 1D. Oh, that's nice. That's 8 plus 3. That's 11 points of healing.
Splits comes back screaming.
Splits, oh goodness!
Back to full health and alive.
Fantastic.
I fucking for sure was for sure dead. I was for sure dead. I saw my mum. And my old mentor.
Oh no! Oh no!
He said that I was doing a bad job, so I actually am really mad at him now.
That's very unfortunate. I'm very sorry to hear that. We need to get out of here now.
Can I come down?
Yes, sir.
Talks!
Jacoby.
Please tell your friend that they can come down.
Talks, get down here. We need to leave
It's
now.
like shimmy down the tree, but I'm just like the golem the whole time. Just like very wide step around.
And I think that's about when we
That's
arrive
where
from our
we
date.
arrived back on the date, and now things continue.
Going to grab Sir Sheridan and get all 4 of us out of the village as fast as possible. Well, actually, I'd like to ask the Gordians, do you live in this village? Are you on good terms with these people?
I'd say we're on good terms.
Could you tell them that we mean them no harm? And to please not kill our friends?
Yeah, absolutely.
In the future too.
That's very fair.
Okay.
It's
I guess
very
we
fair.
don't need to leave immediately, although they did.
Lord Suitor Pungent Gold. Of course, for the lady's return, they will have to know how to bypass the golem safely with their escort. How might this be done?
I thought you weren't leaving.
I thought you had business to attend to.
No, it's the middle of the night. I was just gonna go back to sleep.
You're supposed to
I
be.
see. Well, in that case, we do have injuries in our parties that need some attention,
Oh,
and I do
yeah.
need to reconvene with my escorts.
I don't know. Is that you staying or?
Are you inviting us to stay with your village?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, you could stay if you want.
How long do I have on the timer?
Hey Google, how long on the timer?
Infinite.
You've got 19 minutes and 39 seconds remaining.
Horrible idea. Well, in
Terrifying.
that case, perhaps you will have one of your guardians take us back to our camp.
I've never met these people in my life.
You don't know these people?
The Gordians have not been here before. Yes, you've been here for a month.
I have been here a long time, yeah.
What is happening? How do you not know this?
I mean, yeah, I met them once or twice.
I'm very confused.
Me too.
Are you in charge?
I'm technically in charge here, yeah.
Since
I'm
I'm
technically in
people?
charge. The pumpkin guy,
Yes, but you are in charge. Then who is he?
that's the pumpkin guy. That's a pumpkin guy. That's 3 pumpkin guys. Yeah, I can do math too.
I see. The pumpkins seem to be allied with the chocolates, and the chocolates belong to you. That's correct?
They don't belong to me. I mean, we're friends. They're sort of like subjects.
Nobody really owns anybody here. I mean, it's a consensual subjugation.
Consensual subjugation.
I'm more like a ruler. King is more like a title as opposed to like I don't actually tell them what to do.
So the pumpkins are not your allies?
I mean, I've met them once or twice before, yeah. At best.
What are they doing here?
Yes.
I feel like answering for whoever these people are is probably not the best answer because I don't know why they're here, but I know why I'm here.
Why are you here?
To get a little kiss.
I see.
There wasn't a no.
Lateness of the hour and the waning of the spell of the night. Do you think it might be wise to have him escort us away from his army to your camp?
Would you like to walk me home?
Is this your home?
No.
Okay. Is it far?
How far did we go?
It's at least 15 minutes
It's an
away.
18-minute walk.
Specifically about 18 minutes, 47 seconds away.
It's not far, but we do need medical attention for our friend urgently. So we
Yeah,
will,
I'm gonna be incredibly honest. I'm good at a lot of things. That's not one of them.
What does he go
in
back?
that case, I
Spikes.
take a.
You're real cute. I just wanted to remind you.
I
I
take
think
a
this is going well. Do you
seed.
think this is going well?
I take like a citrus
Wonderful.
seed.
Thank you.
A citrus seed from my pocket,
Nice.
and I hand it to him, and I say, "Come find me. Come find me in when you're ready."
Is it weird if I smell this?
No.
Okay. You take a deep whiff of the seed.
It for sure smells like the marmalade.
Orange
Yeah.
marmalade. Like, all right. Goodbye. Are you gonna give me a kiss or what?
I will mark Shelly, and I like. And I just kind of I start
Just sort of jellyfish away.
And you fucking get the fuck away.
Yes, and then
That being said.
As we are passing by the Gordians and Kit Cop gets a look at them for the first time,
We're having like conversation and trying to figure shit out.
actively hisses at the horse.
Oh.
Cats hate cucumbers!
It's cats hate cucumbers! He is super, like, with no logic, no rationale.
Alright.
I want to fucking kill that thing.
I have severe questions.
Let's jump away from it.
Jacoby, where is Sheridan?
So just points to behind them because they dragged him out from behind the tree as soon as they heard it. It was like, yes, this is an okay place to rest.
So yeah, I'm not like wanting to actually scrub. I'm doing like the cat like back ears.
Kind of walk around it, angry paws. That
Wait,
is
those
fucking
guys
fair.
don't know those guys, and those guys just showed up just because, and now we're just.
It's not the coordinates. I just hate cucumbers.
No, I know. I'm just.
Would that be racist in this world? Sorry. It's not gonna question that too hard.
Maybe we don't need the charm anymore because those guys aren't charming. They seem pretty fucking cool with us.
It's
Because
completely
when the first people know he's
irrational.
not
Exactly.
charmed, then I've manipulated him. We must depart.
Maybe right.
Wait, what? But we've just.
Allons-y!
But,
Allons-y!
But we've had a talk with the.
We should talk and walk.
Oh,
We could talk some other time.
right.
It's late.
Where might we find you in your camp?
And how
You're
may
talking to the pumpkins, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, we're roaming around.
how may
Would
we?
Would you like to?
Would you like to
Our
camp?
camp?
Yes.
We kind of run on a smaller number, but it would be nice to stay with you for a night, perhaps.
I have a lot of questions that I must ask.
I do have a lot of sleep to catching up on, but I would be happy to answer your questions in the morning.
Given the scenario, I think this would be a reasonable risk.
Would perhaps your giant gourd friends care to carry our...
They're brothers. They're my cousins.
With your cousins?
Oh,
Yes.
how did you stop the golem?
Well, that feels like a good question for tomorrow.
I have before I go anywhere, I must ask where is Sir Larange? What happened? Where is he? Where are you keeping him?
Are you asking me about Sir Laurent?
Yes. We know he's here. That's who Sir Razzleberry came here to find.
Laurent is dead.
Their face kind of just falls.
I happened to find his body.
We retrieved the sacred symbol.
Who's responsible for his death then?
That is terrible. I thought you were accusing me for a moment, the son of the Marquis of Pumpkin Patch, of murdering Sir Laurent, and that would be absurd.
That would be abhorrent.
Yeah.
Absurd.
Where would... I'm just trying to find out what happened here.
I'm going
That's
to go out on a limb, much like Tox has begun, with fellows who murder anything that comes across their path, mostly.
Just sort of look up at what was his fucking... What was his name again?
What
I had
fruit
no
or
time.
vegetable are they based off of?
I had no time to.
Sir Pumpkin? Is that the appropriate title?
Percival.
Sir Pat?
Percival.
Percival! Fuck.
Percival Pumpkin Patch?
Percival
Yes.
Pumpkin.
And if not, then Jacoby, it would be far more convenient if that blame was laid at their feet than other prospective contents.
Jacoby just looks incredibly upset, but heads back to camp with you guys.
Yes.
There we go. All right, same page.
I'm unsure who's in charge. Who should I speak to now that Jacoby is so upset?
Highest ranking noble in the planet. They're the
Nobility. Are you nobility?
I'm Lady Tangerine, Marmalade, Citron.
It was a joke. It is quite obvious that you are royalty. They give you a handshake and more of a bow
Enchanté.
with it. You said
Citron.
Good. That's very good.
And
I've never met the Citronians.
oh, I see. I like that merch. Need to smelling.
Love a snack.
Illegal.
Illegal move.
Wrong chickens.
After that introduction, I also step up and do like a heel, like what are those? The Spanish sort of
Heel
bow,
taps.
which is a heel tap and then a bow, very sharp. And Kit Kat says like, I am in charge of the expedition aspect of our journey, as the lead researcher of the Explorers Guild.
Cardinal Godivian, House Godivian, diplomats of the expedition, Quilliam swoops down.
I am more aware of you and your
excellent.
exploits. Yes, absolutely. It's nice to meet you.
A pleasure to meet you as well. I am interested that my friend has preceded me in this place, of all places.
Your families, the Gadivian, House Gadivian.
Ah, far better.
Yes. Yes. We have never had border disputes, as we live in Vegetania bordering on Ceresia, and
Indeed.
you live on Fructera bordering Candia. But the tactics of your, would it be grandfather,
Oh, yes. He was a brilliant man.
are things that we studied.
Ah,
So it's nice to see the blood is still alive.
I'm glad to see the tactics are still in vogue.
Wow, this is a fantastic organization of people. Lady Tantony, Marmalade, if I would be so bold as to obtain clarity, Jacoby Honeyglow offered to us the night in camp.
Yes.
Is that reciprocated in the rest of your entourage, or was that merely in desperation?
Will you be carrying home our... I gesture to Sheridan, who is still injured grievously.
I don't know. I think at this point, me and Sheridan, or even Steven, if he's 5 and I'm 5.
Yes. At minimum, we would appreciate your assistance in escorting our injured parties home. Perhaps in exchange, you will join us for a rest.
A fair trade.
Certainly.
Podrick, if you would please.
Patrick.
The orange pumpkin picks up
Oh my god.
talks and picks up
Like a little British
Sheridan.
style.
They have a much harder time taking Sheridan. It speaks to its other brother and is like, if you could please take he's very heavy.
I don't know which is funnier, just like throwing talks over their shoulders or just like carrying them.
Eyes wide with panic
Like
still.
lining the top, holding the stems, like that.
Y'all get piggyback rided out of there. And return to your own camp for the evening. That being said, the camp that you are at is probably just under an hour out. It was with the Tartguard, the Fructerans, the entirety of the rest of that ginormous party you've got going
Yes,
now.
yes.
Which is what you
And
do
the
in the
Citron.
actual army, which is, have like just under 50 people doing things. You return to camp. Everyone is asleep except for those on guard, which at this hour is Sir Limey.
Vampires.
It's Sir Limey.
My goodness.
Hello?
Are you all right, cats?
They're all wrong, in
Alright.
fact.
They are clearly incorrect.
I appreciate the lack of claws directly into my ass.
That is an appreciative. Let her know.
It's always a feature.
We like
Thanks, bud.
hail them
Well,
from afar. Yeah.
hello, welcome back.
We have new guests.
Really cute. Additional party members.
We are bringing up the IQ in this group rapidly.
Jacoby's just gonna go to a
As
tent
there are
and
two
sulk.
tart guards just sitting next to him, playing patty cake on the ground. I think it has scared away the local gang, which is actually a benefit. Small benefit, but it's benefit nonetheless. Being said,
Sir Limey, we have retrieved some of your knights. One of your knights.
And I am afraid the holy symbol of another.
I am to that this means what it does.
Sir L'Orange is
Held
no longer with
fast
us.
to the last.
Jacoby just looks incredibly guilty and goes off to sulk in one of the tents.
From what I can tell, his loss occurred before our mission was even dispatched. But Sir Sheridan returns to us.
When he is in good health, I assume he can tell us the full story.
When he's in good health.
Well, Sir Charrington is taking his rightful rest after his ordeal.
Good. I apologize. We don't have a lot of Knights of North Gambia, and to lose one, it's very big.
I understand.
It's a very big.
It's a very big.
I can just imagine the Tartguards in the background, like trying to put the ear back on with chewing gum. Just like...
No, do you call it almost gum bearable?
Unbearable.
Fucking damn it.
Unbearable.
Oh.
This lime gummy bear is very sad. Do not make fun of his pain. That being said, you all return, and I would imagine go off to rest.
Yeah, we
Why
totally.
does everything smell like this?
Yes, Kit Kat, Kavanaugh, and Tangeline all definitely looted a bunch of shit and did not look about what it was because we were trying to keep in charm character.
We have at least the journal and the sword, and then like a bunch of other random stuff.
Anything that wasn't nailed down.
I think that was a hill down.
Dude's gonna wake up from his trance and look at how very empty it is.
I bought extra sacks, and I intend to fill them.
Wow, this is horrifying. This stinks.
It
For
literally
you,
does.
Here.
No, it
It
literally
stinks
does.
like it does smell sort of garlicky and sort of milky and sort of creamy.
The stench
That's
gets
what
worse.
that's what
As
fucking
durian smells?
durian smells like. Yeah, it
Yeah.
smells like a
Like
gas
Alfredo
leak.
sauce.
But
It
it's
is.
also
Did anyone
creamy.
eat the durian candy for us?
Yes, I have one.
You had one?
Like there was durian
Taste
candy?
it.
They're always-
Yes, I still have some.
What?
We've got
Yeah, you want to try one?
Yeah, I would
Right
love
now.
to.
And have
Do you know
have
what
your
durian
bread?
tastes like?
Yeah,
You
I
might
don't
find
know
out.
what durian tastes like.
You don't know what durian
No, I've never had durian.
supposed to
It's
taste
an
like
experience.
like vanilla ice cream,
I'm
or
so
is that
very
the other
curious.
fruit
Nope.
I'm thinking of?
Nope, does not taste like vanilla ice cream.
There's another fruit that
Creamy.
smells really, really bad, and then you eat it and it tastes like vanilla ice cream.
There is, I think there's like a chocolate pudding fruit that doesn't taste like chocolate, but it has the consistency of it. It's actually just very sweet. I think closer to
Alright, alright. Would anyone else like a durian candy?
Not while I'm going to be this close to everyone. It's because I don't hate you.
I
will- I
I'm
will-
kidding. No, your people are lovely. I'm just going to do it. I'll fix it.
It's an experience, so
You're an expert.
thank you.
It is something.
Oh, it smells awful.
It's durian!
Now consider whether or not you want to put it in your mouth. Then do the opposite and actually do it.
Yeah, that's durian.
Mhm.
What do you think?
It's like weirdly garlicky.
Yeah. It's
And
pungent.
that's what the gear smells like.
It's a pungent fruit.
We stole that
I'm not a
pungent
fan.
man's pungent things.
We're on a very short, delicious break. And by delicious, I mean not delicious.
not that good.
It doesn't
Was it
taste
worth
good.
it? No.
No.
You could spit it out, you
feel
know.
sad? You
You'll
feel sad?
Outside you hate it, we're welcome to spit it in the garbage.
I don't judge.
There's mouthwash in that bathroom.
There sure
But
I
is.
think I will.
Did you
Just
eat
not
the
what
whole
you
thing?
say?
I ate the whole
Yes.
thing.
Oh,
You're
no.
weird.
The whole
I
thing.
commit to bits. It's sort of my thing.
I know, that's why you're dating me.
Yeah. I mean, there's some
Was it bad?
Horrible.
Yeah, one time and then.
It was fine at first. It's the longer it's in there, it's like,
the
oh
worse it
wait,
gets.
wait.
Ugh.
Dakota,
yeah.
now check your breath.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm disgusted by me.
We each had a single bite. A single bite of durian ice cream, and we smelled awful for like full 2 days afterwards.
The gas that came out was somehow flavored.
Flavor.
Durian flavored gas. Stop
Somewhere out there.
somewhere out there. Durian man.
Can you give us the
Break.
He has been swindled.
give us the cut?
Son of
I absolutely can. Lying in his bed, his little sleep cap on, with his chocolate guard next to him. Pungent gold bolts up out of the bed from his snort memes. I'm gonna fucking kill them.
Congratulations, you made us sworn enemy!
Meanwhile, we can't check it out. She's gonna fucking kill us.
Smash cut back.
You made Jacoby so disappointed in all three.
Can we read his diary?
Oh my
Just
god.
like excerpts. Can
His
you just give us
memoir?
excerpts?
Yes, I have his memoir.
Out loud over the
Memoir.
campfire. We're
Yes,
terrible
please.
people. We're rapidly
We're-
bonding over the fact of how terrible
Oh my
we
god.
actually
Well,
are.
I didn't personally
They
do
call me an
any-
archaeologist. They need a grave robber.
Diplomat is a nice word for
I
somebody
need
that
the-
convinces that guy to
If you
do a
need the
lie.
mouthwash, it is in there.
So,
I'm not used to wearing so many layers.
That's
I'm
very true.
gonna rinse out my
I'm
mouth
like
with
a
body
mouthwash.
suit and
That
like,
was
like
so
dogs.
we leave. We come back. You're in the tree, and I noticed you left a significant portion of your blood there.
It was not intentional.
What happened?
The golem was going towards the center of the village where you guys were located. And I was just trying to get him to like maybe change direction. I didn't realize he could run so fast.
How fast could
all
you
that.
run?
A lot faster than me.
That is frightening. Most golems are slow. Okay. I mean, it's one thing that they can make a golem. It's another thing for them to be good at it.
I suspect that there is more than meets the eye when it comes to these chocolate people.
And something that Menon can control. Or at least shut down.
Control it. It seems
I forgot that he got
only
googly
political parties who claim they are in charge.
No.
This usually means no one.
How cute his
This
voice
actually
is.
is an
Perfect.
opportunity for it,
His
actually.
McDerpy eyebrows. And I don't know where your little invisible dude went, but it sure wasn't where the splits were.
Could you pass me some apples there, darling?
Want some appy slices?
I would like some apple slices, please. Thank you.
Welcome back, everyone. That was a trip.
Sticky time.
That was stinky durian time. Everyone had to experience durian IRL.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It was
my
bad.
friend. That's our new friend.
It smelled away.
He didn't like it. That was unpleasant.
Horrible,
I can
horrifying.
Does it smell like a
Still
porta
smell
potty?
A little bit.
That's the smell. That's the cheesy
I don't
goodness.
think the cheese wants to stick to the apple slices.
It
It
do not.
doesn't, and I'm so. It will.
You'll
It
make
must.
it.
It absolutely must. All right,
Just hold it.
let's make this watchable in some way. In some way.
It's this way this time.
No, I made graphics for everything. Okay. That being said, you read from their memoir around the campfire. You have their sword. You have their large shield. You have an unidentified magical item that they had in their possession. A smattering of what amounts to money, in Fructeran money, which is easily exchanged at anywhere. The holy symbol of Sir Larange. Yeah, oh, absolutely, yeah. That's for sure the true and accurate occurrence. It's penned from the perspective of Punch and Gold. It was definitely not written by Pungent Gold.
Oh my god. Who wrote this then?
He for sure hired someone to dictate what he was saying.
A ghostwriter.
He has a ghostwriter for his own memoir. And it's explaining how incredible the trials of their life had been up to this point.
Could I do an insight check on this fucking memoir?
You sure can.
Okay. I don't have any
What
goddamn
would you bring?
dice. I'll use a d20 there.
You want one of these?
I
Hell yeah.
Clicking dice. We're always on click.
Yes, you can.
Clicking
Pretty
dice.
day.
I click.
Alright.
Calculate
Insight.
the dice. There, right here.
That's a 12.
Nice. What are we trying to glean with this insight?
How much of this is true? How
This
much
is
of it
deeply
is
embellished.
deeply?
But likely very true. It doesn't seem like he has a high level of imagination other than being the king.
Okay, so what information do I then glean from it? I guess that's an investigation check.
He was born in Fructera. He lived his life there. He grew up as part of a minor noble family.
Not even a good
Couldn't
one.
make it
He
in
states.
politics, and unceremoniously left the political sphere.
Why so unceremoniously?
There was an event that he describes as the event. It gets its
The
own
event.
chapter.
Oh boy.
It was clearly some sort of Fructeran summit where like multiple families were sort of coming together to do something. Did he get plumboed?
Pumbad?
Pumbad?
Pumbaa?
Oh,
Did he
And I
fart?
stunk! And my friends never stood down! Oh, shit! That's my name!
How do you feel?
Pumbad.
Not in front of the
It's clear that is essentially what the chapter was. That his job he was there to court one of the higher nobles of Fructera,
To try to
and
Okay.
did
Try to
so
put that
well.
level.
And when they went in for the smooch,
Oh no.
they ran away, and so they were left
Shade.
alone after the melee and after the joust and after all of the winning of the hand of the lady. The lady rejected Sir Pungent Gold.
Ouch.
Hate.
Oh.
Was he too
Buddy.
pungent?
He
Buddy.
was too stinky.
And so did he just like exile himself?
It's clear that he was like, a Fructeran life was not for someone of my caliber.
So
No one would
he wanted to
ever
be
appreciate
king
me.
elsewhere.
So instead of being a noble, I will be more than a noble. I will be a king.
Wow.
Buddy.
And
And
then he found
just to trust
Tragic
timelines,
backstory.
1 month ago, what timeline is that in comparison to our understanding of the timeline?
Your understanding of the timeline is a little blurry because it is a book. It's not like in the year of this. But that being said, there is, you would imagine, a significant gap in which he had gone off and like
Does it
Timon
say
and
where?
Pumbaa, his life had just lived on the road for a number of months,
Okay.
maybe years, before he came into.
Because I was gonna say, did the wish come into play when he was still traveling, and did it just kind of morph around him as he was on his vagabond journey? Like,
Based on the context of like the flourishes of artistic style that whoever this person he paid to pen this, it's not powerful. Based on sort of the embellishments and the artistic flow, it is very likely that like the mountains rose around me and my kingdom was then formed. Probably
That's
a lot
actually
more literal.
literal. It's an Encanto moment right there. And then my home.
Home was alive.
Does it say anything about first contact with the chocolate chip man?
His first contact.
In short, yes, that they accepted him at jump.
Immediately. Okay.
I guess they don't have noses.
They
They
do not
don't.
have noses. The perfect fella for it.
That's pretty cute.
What other questions do we
Sit
have?
out a tambourine.
A
No,
lot of
I'm going
that
to approach
kind of
the old man,
solves
but he
my
ran.
questions of just having that memoir. I just want to glean as much as possible of like what information does this tell me or gives hints of the origins of the land. Since he said he came across it was already there, so at least the Adobe village was already there. But I
Yes.
think what you were saying of like, yeah, I guess it could take him a little bit to actually find, like it took us a bit to find them within the tundras,
Mhm.
but he found it as it was still being freshly formed.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing about how he learned how to speak with them?
He
Or was it
mentioned
just automatic?
it said that it was as instinct would go. They knew me as I knew them.
Oh.
I found
So
my people,
eloquent.
the
So
noseless.
So eloquent. Does it say anything about conflicts with the other adventure parties?
Like L'Orange.
Yeah.
This is not all the way up to date. He didn't write about your date, and he probably never can. What
No,
you've stolen
I
from
think
him.
I think you're referring to
Yes,
the
yes,
Knights
yes.
of Gumbar. Like the
Um,
before party, before we found them.
Like the dude who was dead with a.
Because like
the
L'Orange
book
is-
itself does not mention
Same.
any of that. The book has ended at about the point where he's like a part of them. The pile of papers that you receive afterwards was him writing it himself from then on, which is not good. It's not good.
I think he just has a first draft. And he
Did
gives it to
did his
me.
ghostwriter just
Jesus,
fucking die?
yeah.
Make an insight check. This is probably an easy insight check.
I mean, Jacoby's not there. Jacoby's still fucking upset.
We are openly mocking this man we just mugged.
Oh, I kind
You
You want it.
of
probably
roll to hear from a distance. I guess 16.
16. Chances of them having a ghostwriter that would go into the mountains with them and then just stay there is pretty low. That seems pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
They paid them for the book,
Sent them.
and then here's your book, and he went back into the mountains with his book, and he's clearly writing his own. The next book. That's what the pile of mostly unfinished papers are.
It does seem that he is in the market for someone to document his adventures. If you're interested. Part of the side hustle.
And don't worry, he can't attack you. What sword did he use?
Who's holding the sword? Who gets the sword?
It's
Who
for
gets
sure
the
Kavanaugh.
Who can use this?
Who can use this?
So that's I like
Good sword,
Dex.
isn't it?
Oh, hey, can
We're
what
dead
kind of
fighters.
implement is this?
This is a great sword.
Mm.
This is a two-handed
We have
heavy
no
weapon.
strength
Wiz
wielders
isn't much
here.
else.
Hey, Sheridan, you're awake.
Jaredin for sure fell asleep on the bouncing pumpkins.
The
That,
bouncing punk. Oh,
as
I
they
see.
step, they
Makes sense.
have some bounce to their step.
I love that so much. It's like a strange sort of waddle.
I guess as an offering to any Knights of Gumbar, this may be a worthy weapon. If they can get past the stench.
The way I see it, he was literally tortured. Was he tortured? Let's take a look at his injuries. Does this look meticulous, or did he like get mauled by one of the many friendly native flora and fauna?
I did want to ask about like what did it seem he seemed to die of?
L'Orange?
L'Orange? I was talking about Sheridan, but I mean,
I
half
guess
of
you
one.
could ask Kit Kat that personally because I was the one who actually was close to the body.
Mm.
I don't think Kit Kat had enough time to like really look at the injuries of what caused the death. It was more so, I'm so sorry, my friend, and just grab.
I remember
That's
from
right.
last.
Was that you, the one who grabbed one?
Yeah, I remember from last game. Sheridan, not Sheridan. Kavanaugh was the one who actually uncovered the body.
Pried his cold dead figures off of his own.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, so I guess did you notice any injuries?
I would be pretty suspicious about what killed these people.
So I
And
guess-
then we've got Sheridan, who has the injuries also currently on him, I assume.
Yes, you may absolutely make a medicine check.
Oh, this is about to be really fun. So I would like to kind of lie about my
Investigation?
skill sets. look over at Sheridan, pull with my chin for a bit. Jacoby, that school we both went to, I would always respect your second opinion on this. Tell me if I'm wrong. What does this set of wounds look like to you? Help action?
Is this
And
wild?
Jacoby does a medicine check.
So is this so to clarify? Jacoby didn't know that Sir Laurent was dead until they were told. Does Kavanaugh come to Jacoby with a hand-drawn picture of the dead?
I believe this is in
Lieutenant
regards
Laurent?
Pointing out
to Sheridan.
But
Oh,
I do
I
like
see.
how
Okay.
the dead Laurent.
Just dragging along a dead body.
I was wondering exactly how comedic this was going.
What does this look like to you?
A dead friend. Anyways, sure, help action. I think that Jacoby is going to actually look over Sir Sheridan and try to reattach the ear in the morning.
Are we at the morning now?
Are we?
No.
No.
2, but don't worry, -1 wisdom. 1. Because to me it looks like that time where we did that thing, and it got that way it did.
Jacoby is just like, they're a mess. They're all goopy. Their facial features are melting. They're not having a great time. They're kind of puddling a little in the corner.
But why?
They wanted everyone to come back alive. That was their promise. That was their one goal.
Ooh.
This was their friend.
Ooh. So it's a no on being able to diagnose Sheridan?
We do this in the morning.
I suppose. Yes, of course. I would not wish to drop in this painful time for everyone, including myself, who hurts deeply.
Insight check.
Yes.
Every time you say shit like that, I'm gonna call it.
Gotta call.
I don't know how. I hope yours is good, because otherwise this is gonna be a little funny.
No, I think
It's bad.
it's a 3, but that's impossible because it's D20 plus 7. What? So I'm a little bit curious as to
That's not right.
What did
if
you
it's
roll
not
on the D20?
physically possible.
What did you roll a D20 then?
Re-roll that.
Oh, I coded it wrong. It's rolling a D6.
That's the wrong.
that would do it.
Okay.
That's okay.
16.
Okay. 24.
I do not feel terrible. Do not feel bad at all for waking you up to ask you about the wounds. Not a way I feel. Definitely not. Just being polite.
Anyways,
Over there,
Have
like
a good sleep.
snorting lines off of stuff and whatever, just bleeding.
Rough. Tox is looking rough.
that's how you numb the pain.
Just throw every drug I have at it.
Opening up pockets, dumping out pills from tiny bags.
There's thoughts look within.
Finding stuff in the lint that's in my.
I think Jacoby just sort of responds, I will do my preliminary diagnosis and assessment of the wounds in the morning, as well as reattaching the ear. However, it has been a very long and harrowing day for all of us, and I would like Sir Sheridan to get some rest undisturbed before tomorrow.
I suppose that is actually reasonable. We don't need him perky. Yeah. Do I think Tox is within 1 rest worth of sleep to be in combat functional?
They could probably rally for tomorrow and be fine.
How much am I getting back out of this rest?
It's a
You're
short
a ranger.
rest.
It's a short rest. At maximum 2d10, I believe. You run! You get snapped.
It's a 2d10.
D10s are these. This appears to be one. Why
Roll
is it
twice.
It's this
They
one.
look like a Beyblade.
Yes. This, but not with the 0.
I rolled a 3. That probably should have cued me.
08 or 80? I don't know.
8. Yes, 8 plus your Constitution modifier. That's actually incredibly good. What does that put you at?
With my constitution. Oh, plus 0.
Plus 0. You heal 8, which would put you up at. That's 5 and 8 is 13. The max you could heal more is 3 more, and you only get 1 more of those until you guys take a big boy rest. So you can either save that for another day or use it now.
It is
It is
D10
7
plus
40, so.
plus your Constitution modifier.
Which is 0.
Yeah. Alright, we'll just do that. 0!
That's 10.
Oh.
Yeah.
How does that
Yeah, it goes from
Because
1
I can't fit 2 numbers on a single little dice.
It's like 0, 0.
0, 0. Yeah.
Okay. There's a 10 also.
That's
or
just the
some
one.
That's fucking 10.
Yeah, I can't seem to find the other one without the confusing extra zeros. Yeah, you're at full health.
Alright, perfect.
Perfect indeed.
We
That
also
being
give you
said-
2 of those, one of them to represent the tens place, one of them to represent the 1 place. You can do 1 to 100. Roll like that.
It's pretty great.
That is what the double 0-1 is for, but I can't seem to find the other. I only have 6 dice here. The night occurs, the morning arrives. Jacoby, you're usually an early riser. Probably not today, possibly today. This is a short rest.
They probably went to bed the earliest of everyone, so I guess they would kind of end up waking early.
There's a letter.
I would like to roll a hit die for healing.
Please do.
overnight.
Anyone doing any short rest stuff may do so now. Shady
Oh,
abilities
yeah.
reset. Long
I
rest
get a
abilities
spell
do
slot
not.
back. And some,
I don't have any coins.
candy.
How many coins do you need?
1.
I need a pencil.
Well, 2.
I feel like Sir Sheridan is also no. There's no way he's getting everything back on a
Short rest? Probably not.
My
He's probably
spells will
spent
recharge faster than his
Telekinesis.
points.
Wow,
Back
to
so
you.
powerful.
May I have a pencil?
There are a few floating in that direction.
I just need to
Shit.
make sure it's
When the rest of the party is fairly well asleep, I'm going to sneak
Did you
in
guys
to
find
Sir
any
Sheridan,
arrows?
reach
in
out,
your
and
wound?
give him a cure leg wounds.
Oh,
That's
man.
enough pain for you, my friend.
Did you guys find any
Don't tell
arrows
the honey
in your
man.
loot?
Secret
Did
dimension.
they find arrows in their loot?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have some.
Sure. How many arrows do I
Ask
give?
him nicely.
How many arrows do I give?
You can get an additional 10.
10
Probably find
arrows.
20.
is what- Ooh, I'm keeping the other 10 for my short bow.
8 more hit points for Sir Sheridan, the lone suffering.
I was running out of arrows.
Or poisoned.
Yes.
Sickened.
How many do I have?
You can keep track of them. Unless
If it's like true
it's
survival
truly
stuff,
survival,
then like
okay.
people will be like, I'll use the while we're walking to like fledge arrows, and if we're using it for like an hour, you can make like an arrow an hour or something like that.
That's kind of reasonable.
Okay.
That's like really extreme survival rules, which not all games do that. Some games are like you gotta track your rations and like your exhaustion for how many miles you've been walking and all of that
we
stuff.
don't really try.
We don't do that hard, but
Unless every round you're throwing out arrows, and then you can always keep an eye on
Which
it. But
some-
if
I
it's
don't think it
occasional,
so I think we can track arrows pretty easily because we only use 1 or 2, and you can do that. I pick them up. I pick them up, but you have to remember I pick them up, or else you say, "Oops, you left your arrows." You only have the ones you have left.
always a thing. Wouldn't it be crazy if? Never mind.
What?
The morning comes. Jacoby, you're first up as always.
Unlike most days, they do not smile when they see the sunlight. You just
do-
look at it and just think, I have disappointed you both. I am sorry.
My God, you have such like a Bulbian guilt complex.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm going to put an arm around Jacoby.
Where did you come from?
And
Sorry.
My bedroll! Just now! Guide them into Sir Sheridan. Look, your ministrations overnight have had a nearly miraculous effect.
Oh.
How good a healer you definitely are.
was hoping to examine some of those wounds further, but this is good. And
And
let's
believe
see,
me,
you
there's more
are
wounds.
healing well. Yes. And I think they're going to go about actually examining the wounds that they have, as well as like asking Sir Sheridan about how they ended up in this situation and what the fuck happened there, buddy. And anyways, but in a much more bedside mannerly way, of course.
What the fuck happened?
How the fuck did you? What the fuck were you? Where were you? What
Where
were you
were
doing
you?
there?
It's
Anyways.
2 in the morning. No, it's not. It is the morning.
5 in the morning.
No, it's probably you stayed out till 3, 4 in the morning doing this midnight mission at Pungent Gold's Kingdom. So you definitely
Sounds like a
slept till
JoJo's
8.
Bizarre Adventure stand.
It is.
Pungent Gold.
Dun, 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 dun.
If you would not mind gleaning healing and information from Sir Sheridan, there is a visiting group of nobles that I think the diplomat should likely be in the area of.
Yes.
Thank you, Jacoby. An excellent healer you are.
Jacoby, you are in here. And you will interrogate. You will gently interrogate. Gently early, and leaving the tent that is housing currently Sir Sheridan. You notice what Jacoby could have noticed, but is in a dejected mood. There is a bird. There is a letter bird.
Ah,
You take a little letter from it, and it flies away. A little candy crow. Actually, this would be a Bug's Nest Falcon for sure. It is from the top line. It is marked to Tangerine Marmalade.
Woo!
Okay.
Still asleep in my tent.
The sound is knocking without the capacity to do so because this is canvas.
Good morning.
Good morning, my lady. We have potentially a
Just
letter
a
for you.
waft of durian scent greets you as the tent flies open.
Oh, right. We need to hand someone else
thank
this
you.
sword.
Do I get a letter?
You get a letter. Oh, you want me to hand you the actual letter?
Do I get a letter?
Sure. Plenty of letter for you to have there. In the meantime, while they're reading through that, Sir Sheridan, go ahead and would you like to make a formal medicine check now?
I would indeed. Can I guidance myself as well?
You may guidance yourself.
Okay,
Which
that's
is a D4.
not the best roll I've ever rolled. 16 total?
16 total. What are you trying to glean?
What kinds of weapons made these kinds of what kinds of weapons made these wounds?
Largely, these were made by piercing and bludgeoning weapons, which seem to be the clubs, spears, and the arrows of the chocolate people. It's clear to you that the ear was ripped off with a sort of shearing force, which would mean it was probably caught on a bludgeoning weapon as it pulled away. So their ear was ripped off, not cut off.
No hacking axe marks or anything, by chance?
You are so deeply suspicious of axe marks.
Yes! Damn right I am! No sword looking!
No sword. Oh, you're worried about, oh my goodness.
Gordian.
He was very defensive right off the bat. I wasn't as suspicious before, but like a little bit now. Just a little bit.
A little bit suspicious. It's clear that they didn't have axe wounds on them, and they had not been impaled by any blade proper.
Very rough edges, no clean marks, which means these are all definitely from primitive weapons. So, Sheridan, how did you happen to, what precisely led Sir Laurent to be captured.
Where is Laurent?
What happened that led him to be captured? I would like to go over the details of the events first and foremost.
I see. It's clear that they are like healed, but in like level 4 exhaustion.
Reasonable.
Um,
I would also like to cast. I don't know if sticking the ear back on would be a medicine check or a cure wounds level.
Or if it's just necrotic and dead and there's nothing that can be done.
Yeah. Can I make a medicine
roll a
check?
medicine check specifically for repairing the ear.
I'm gonna guidance myself on this one too because fuck it. Ooh, that's
Best
nice.
cantrip in the game.
It is. Haha! That's 25.
Yes, you would have to do something a little more specialized, but you are for sure aware that there are poultices available that you could find either back in Candia proper. It's not a poultice that you normally need, but you can find the materials to make the thing to repair the ear.
Could I preserve the ear in like a jar of honey or something to keep
Honey's
it from
a
decaying?
preservative.
Honey is a preservative, and this is sugar, so it's
You
not
just
really
tuck the ear
destroying.
into your body.
It's just floating around in there.
That would probably be the most ideal way.
Spooky. We love
I
it.
mean, I was gonna just like put
cut a
like
chunk off
I was
of
gonna
you.
do something ever so slightly less disturbing and like put like take a jar, one of the many jars we have. Put their hand in the jar, sort of like close the jar and like take back like a
Take
stump, and
back
it
the
slowly reforms,
I
and
think
just
it's
like place the
floating.
ear inside of it.
If it's floating, like
Definitely. You see what the
You know what
fuck
would be
is
even
going
funnier?
on.
You do that whole process, you put it in there, and then you just put the jar.
I think so. They're very hygienic. There's like, well, it would feel rude to just direct it. Well, let's just
It's so
you'll never lose it
Yeah.
that way.
exactly. Just hope I don't take any bludgeoning damage. It would be a pain in the ass to have bludgeoning glass in the body.
It's like you're with me, friend.
Just don't want to end up
Charrington's
digesting
always
the
good.
ear, you know?
You know, Sir Charrington's always good at lending his ear.
Friends, Romans.
Horrible. Truly horrible.
What news from the capital?
I see. The Emperor, His Majesty Rox. He's confirming the Banan-knights are acting on his behalf.
Oh,
Kingsguard Clovis came to me to submit to be sent immediately, is what he said. Requesting the post. And he said that if there are any issues with them, to report back to him immediately. He sent also an additional platoon of berrymen as backup. Trust no one else claiming my name. All the other Imperial troops should have their city posts and stations laid out. Good, thank you.
meaning the individuals that we are about to meet with, the Gordians.
Or not to.
They are not Imperial.
They are Imperial, or so they claim to be.
Well, perhaps we should wait for rest up before we have the conversation that maybe turns into an all-out bloodbath.
I will say, does Jacoby like get an exact answer on like what happened that led to him, Sir Laurent getting captured?
Sheridan states that Laurent was, based on your answer, was a man of convictions, a bear of convictions. I am to assume that his chase of them was perhaps ill-suited, and though the ball protect him, it can do no magic against a bow or a spear.
Isn't there a third gummy bear?
That was a very vague answer after I asked you twice.
He's a Hybalbian. He ran after the chocolate people. They're heathens.
They're heathen.
Just like pinches their nose. I see.
Didn't Sir Speakerton say that he saw 3 gummy bears or like 3 colored?
I thought it was only
Colorful
2.
For clarity, that third yellowish green thing, that would be pungent
Very
gold.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. I suppose that makes sense. Still is a bit of a shame. Who has the rosary right now?
It's technically me, but I think I probably would hand it to Limey, honestly. Like, that's his commanding officer, right?
A brother in arms.
I think as much of a tongue-in-cheek asshole as Kavanaugh actually is, this guy was a soldier fallen in duty, and so his commanding officer likely kept the holy symbol.
Yeah.
Yes, Limey will definitely take that and take quite a bit of the leave for the day as far as duties are going.
And amongst all the solemnness, Tox just wakes up, throws open whatever. Are you inside or outside?
Probably inside.
So like stumbles in.
So you're like tending to his wounds, like he's on a cot sort of thing. Just like it's a very sterile and neatly arranged environment.
Tox doesn't really know how to be very comforting, but he's just kind of like, "Hey, kid, rough night." Just like offers you a weed gummy.
It's like 8 in the morning.
I don't think Jacoby knows that this is a weed gummy. They will just like, thank you. Just sort of like
First
shoves
time.
it into the place where their mouth would be.
And
Just
so it will
slowly
start to
dissolve.
dissolve.
They
Kind of
turn,
like awkwardly
they
like,
turn a little bit of the color of the gummy. I think they're just like they're a little confused, but welcoming of this strange new Tox. It's like Tox, I'm sorry I wasn't able to get to you sooner. I'm glad that you're still alive at least.
yeah, I'm fine.
I
A little bit of.
I wish I had more healing to go around. So
Oh no,
Very
I'm
tight
good.
phone.
I'm good now. It's okay. Clearly intoxicated-ish a little.
it is 7 in the morning. Are you well?
Oh,
In that exact
So
manner.
Fantastic.
It's like, all right. Well, if you ever need someone to talk to about this very traumatic experience, my door is always open. Same to you, Sir Sheridan. I look forward to making sure that something like this never happens again. And hopefully everyone will make it back to Candia alive.
I pop my head in the tent
Again.
in a cloud
Everyone else,
Stink.
I mean.
just seeps.
Jacoby's nose just like goes back into their
That's useful.
Why is our companion doing?
Well, Sir Sheridan is stable. He is not well per se. However, I think several weeks of rest in a stable, non-lethal environment is necessary for this to be.
We made
for
licenses to offer him.
Yes. I currently, as it stands, with the wounds that our party has suffered, I believe it may be of a wise bearing to head towards Buzzybrook to some form of civilization in order to recuperate and make certain that no one else in our party actually falls to their injuries.
Do you think if I look hard enough, I can see their brain through the honey?
I think their brain
Brains
is
look
the honey.
different. when
Jacoby
they're
just like pushes their hat further down on their head.
brains look the same when they're thinking.
Soft, squishy sound.
Talks, don't you have business in what is it?
Buzzy.
Fuzzy. Sooner rather than later. Now may be the most ideal time.
Also, for the record, Fuzzy Buzz is in fact returned to Cure.
Fuzzy lips.
Though there is
Fuzzy Buzz lives.
the additional
Nothing
complication
else.
of our guests, whom we should likely get answers from.
Yes.
They did tell us they would tell us how they turned the golem off. Which I would like to know for safety.
I would
Yes.
think that type of investigation, which I would totally want to have more questions for, should be done the next time. Since how are we doing on time right now?
Oh yeah, it's
About time for me to go to work.
It's exactly time.
Ha-ha!
Exactly.
My instincts are great.
Time.
But yeah, I totally want to give sus as fuck investigation checks on the Gordians.
Yeah, because they said Imperial.
The fuck you mean by Imperial?
Uh-huh. Imperial, my rapidly deceiving ass.
That being said, thank you everyone for coming.
Thanks for coming to this
This-
one.
This one. Cheers, folks. At the end of the stream.
Bye.
Bye.
I can still